So the running order is it Reno or Rhino? Reno? Okay, so it's Reno, Cody, Shake and Bake, Jonathan, Jacob, Hi, Lewis, Joseph, and Alex. That is your running order. Reno, you're going to go on the tone. Everybody else, wait for your name. Cody, Shake and Bake, Jonathan, Jacob, Hi, Lewis, Joseph, and Alex. All right, guys, this is qualifying. You are racing the time. You are not racing for position. So if you feel somebody catches you, just swing by, let them go. You don't have to stop or get out of the I mean, technically you're getting out of the way, but just go wide on a turn, let them go on the inside. It's better that way for the fast. Some guys are faster. We will have a resort after round number 2. So we got 45 down, 4:15 to go. We're going to let all the drivers come through, and then we'll check for position on the leaderboard. All right, guys, here we go. 2 minutes down, 3 to go. We got Lewis out front. He's on a 14.5-14. He's got the hot lap of this race with a 21.8. Looks like Lewis is the only driver dipping into the 21s. High in the 2, Jacob in the 3. Jonathan and Cody round out your top 5. Then we have Reno, Shake and Bake, Joseph, Alex. Seth did not make the start. So right now it's Lewis. Lewis coming through the line with a 23.1. So High going to take over the lead. So High, an OCRC local. He's coming in at a 14.5-15. Lewis 1/10 back in the 2 spot. Jacob is 7.3 back and sitting third with Jonathan and Cody. Still your top 5. Lewis and High battling out for that top spot. 3/10 separates them. Lewis to the front now. High in the 2. Jacob, Jonathan, and Cody. And we have Reno, Shake and Bake, Joseph, and Alex round out the 9. We got 1:50 on the clock. So High through the line as he comes up the hill. Oh, it looks like Davey took one for the team as he came running down into the bowl. I've seen a couple people go down. It's slippery, guys, slippery, so be careful. So Lewis now out front by 0.8 over High. So a 14.5-12 to a 14.5-14 with 1:15 remaining. Jacob Heatherly, 12 seconds back now, sitting third. Jonathan Cody, Reno, Joseph, Shake and Bake, and Alex. So your race leader, Lewis, in the orange and blue as he comes into the bowl turn. Oh, you're the green one? Ah, a gray one. What happened to your orange and blue colors? Oh, that's High. That's the battle right there. High, you got to pull away from him. And, oh, wait, High is ahead. Oh, Lewis right back on top. So the separation is 1.2. So High's in the blue and orange. Lewis is in the gray with the yellow highlights. Here they come down the center straightaway. And Jacob holding on to third solid. Jonathan Coe in the 4. Cody, your top 5. Then we have Reno, Joseph, Shake and Bacon Alex. 10 seconds, guys. All right, race 2 should be lined up, ready to go. Race 3, you guys should be lined up for tech. Time expired. Do not stop till you call done. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Jonathan K.O. done. Cody Lacroix done. Shake and Bake done. Joseph Botta done. Jacob Heatherly done. Reno Hill done. Hai Tarajan done. Lewis Chamberlain done.
All right, guys, and that's a race. So Lewis going to set the time with a 14:5:14. High's going to finish second. High putting in the hot lap, 21.6. Jacob, Jonathan, and Cody, your top 5. That's a race.
The race is completed.
Go ahead, guys. Check them in. Go ahead. Run your laps. Run your laps. Just watch out for Matt Olson here. All right, make sure you guys come out to Marshall. Make sure you come out to Marshall.
Rene Lopez. Rudy Rosales. Matthew Monge. Larry Alexander. Robert Crusby. Lenny Gurzenda. Jose Troncoso.
All right, we got Ronnie Vasquez in this one. Ronnie, okay. Hey, you guys that are in the center section, you're going to have to make room for Ronnie. So, Matt, you're going to have to make room for Ronnie. You guys are going to have to move over. And Rudy. All right, I need a check-in from Mr. Scott Mango. I need a check-in from Jose Angel Mejia and Ronnie. Nothing from Scott. I know, where's Ronnie at? And then I need Jose Angel Mejia. Are you out here, Jose Angel? All right, here he comes. So I need Mango through the line with the transponder. Is it blinking? You want me just to hand count you, Mango?
Scott Manganello.
I'll hand count you, Mango. Your lap times won't be accurate, but it'll get you the right number of laps. All right. Jose Angel, did you go through the line, Jose Angel? There you are.
Jose Angel Mejia.
Hey, Joseph, I'm going to move you. Hey, Lewis, can you switch with Joseph up here? This is kind of dangerous for him up here. Thank you, sir. And then we're just waiting on Ronnie. Is he going to make it?
Wrong camera.
Hey, you got to get that blue car, guys. Make sure it's on, the blue car. Yeah, just make sure it's on. Take the body off. Just turn it on. Check it in, Ronnie. Check it in. Do a lap. I'm going to give you a lap. All right. Guys, make sure you guys are ready for your race. I won't do this for a lot of people. I mean, I will,
Ronnie
but
Vasquez.
Not too many in one round. Okay, so the running order is Ronnie, Rudy, Robert, Larry, Jose, Lenny, Renee, Mad Matt, Mango, and Jose. All right, so it's going to be Ronnie on the tone. Get it to the front, Ronnie. Time to beat is a 14.514 by Lewis. Ronnie on the tone. Rudy, Bobby, Larry, Jose, Lenny, Renee, Mad Matt, Mango, and Jose. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. Heat 2 of Sportsman Stock Buggy. Mango, I'm hound counting you. If I miss you a lap, I'll get you on the next round. All right, 120 down, 340 to go. We got Larry Alexander out front. Caution in the 5-pack, caution in the 5-pack. And it's clear. Oh. All right, so Rudy, the big dog, back in RC Racing. He's on a 13.507. He's got the hot lap with a 21.8. So Rudy through the line with a 21.7. He's on 13.502, chasing a 14.514. And we got Bobby. Bobby's 4 seconds back. Larry Alexander is 1/10 back. So the top two, or second and third, battling for that 2 spot. We have Ronnie, Lenny. Your top 5, Renee, Jose, Mad Matt, Jose, Angel, and Mango. So Rudy now on a 14.521. We have 2 minutes on the clock. 3 down, 2 to go. .140 on the clock. Rudy Rosales falls off that 14-lap pace. He's on a 13.501. Bobby, 4 seconds back on a 13.507. Larry on a 13.519. Then we have Renee and Lenny Grisenda, your top 5. Mad Matt, Jose, Troncoso, Angel, Mejia, and Mango. So Rudy back on a 14-5-20, chasing a 14-5-14. 1 minute remaining. Bobby into 2. Larry, Lenny, and Renee, your top 5. So no real close battles on the track. Maybe for 4th place between Lenny and Renee. It's 2.2 seconds. So right now, Rudy on a 14-5-20 on a run that's going to put him 3rd overall behind Lewis and High. And we have Bobby, Larry, Lenny, Renee, your top 5. Mad Matt, Jose, Stroncoso, Jose Mejia, Mango. Ronnie is out. All right, time has expired. Do not stop till the computer calls you done.
Robert Crosby done. Jose Troncoso done. Lenny Gurzenda done. Rene Lopez done. Rudy Rosales done. Matthew Monge done. Larry Alexander done. Jose Angel Mejia done. Scott Manganello done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that's a race. So Rudy going to take the one 14-5-18, but he falls short of that TQ. Bobby, Larry, Lenny, and Renee, your top 5. That's a race.
The race is completed.
All right, guys, bring them in, shut them down. Please come out and turn marshal. Go ahead, check them in, guys. Check them in.
Andrew Garcia. Sergio Torres. Tyrone Robinson. Garrett Dykus. Russ Ida. Jacob Lacroix. Robert Milan. Joseph Tarajan. Brian Wyrick.
All right, guys, everybody's checked in. Everybody is checked in. No more laps. Go ahead and line them up. Line them up. No more laps. I need my marshals out here. Where you guys at? My marshals. You guys need to get out here quick. Rudy, Robert, Larry, Lenny, Renee, Jose Angel, Mango. You guys are my marshals. Please come out. Let's go, guys. You guys got to get out here quicker. You guys can't drag like this. Missing one in the back center, one in the back center, one at the pole, one at the pole. All right, let me get one at the corner in the back. Corner in the back, please. The back corner. All right, guys, here we go. Time to beat is a 14-5-14 by Lewis. Garrett on the tone. Russ. Jacob. Brian. Big Tie. Mouth. Joseph. Sergio. And Andrew. All right, this is race number 3, Sportsman Stock Buggy, heat 3 of 3. Time to beat is a 14.514. Hey, Ronnie, is it too loud or is the volume just fine? All right. Let's go, guys. Watch your area. Do not watch the race, please. Watch your area. All right, so we're 1:15 down, 3:45 to go. Race number 3. And we got Garrett Dykes on a new TQ pace, 14.512. He's got the hot lap with a 21.9. Lewis did a 14.514. So Garrett 2 seconds faster. Sergio, 13.507. Brian Wyrick on a 13.516. And we got Jacob and Russ Eide, your top 5. Then we have Big Ty. Big Ty turning the big 5-0. This is his birthday weekend. He wants to spend it right here at Coyote Hobbies. He is part of our huge extended RC family. So I want to extend a huge happy birthday to my buddy Big Ty. 3 minutes remaining. Garrett Dykes on a 5:11 now. Sergio on a 13.506. Brian Wyrick, 5:14. That's the battle right there. 2.7 seconds. Oh, now it's 1.1. So Brian knocking on Sergio's heels. Then we got Russ, Eide, and Jacob. Russ is 4.5 behind Brian. That's your top 5. Then we had Joseph creeping up to the 6. Big Ty, Mouth, and Andrew Garcia round out the 9. No start for Stephen Mead. I think he's going to come back tonight or tomorrow. He had something to do this morning, so no start from Stephen Mead. 2:15 on the clock for race number 3. Race 4 already lined up. I like it. I like it. Race 5, you guys should be lined up in tech. Race 5 lined up in tech. So 2 minutes to go. Dykes 5:11, new TQ pace. Then we have Brian moving up to that 2 spot. And he's got 2.8 on Sergio. Sergio's got 4 on Russ. Russ has 3 on Joseph. Joseph up to the top 5 now. And we got Jacob, Big Ty, Mouth, and Andrew rounding out the 9. 1:35 on the clock. All right, we got 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute. Garrett Dykes coming to the line with a 28-second lap time, so that knocks him off that TQ run. He's on a 14.519 with 1 minute remaining. I'm not sure he can get that back, but we will see. So Dykes over the 5-pack as he comes down the straightaway. Through the start-finish line, comes through the line with a 22 flat. He's got the hot lap, 21.9, so that's a pretty good lap. He's down to a 5.18. He's got to get to a 5.14. Brian Wyrick on a 13.509. Sergio 13.513. Joseph up to the 4 now. So Joseph making his way up the leaderboard. He's on a 13.521. So Joseph right now on a run that'll put him 9th overall if he can get another position here. He's got to shave off about 8 seconds to get into the top 8. That would be an A main run for Joseph. So time about to expire. Do not stop till I call you done. We're under 5, guys. Under 5. All right, time has expired. Do not stop till the computer calls you done.
Robert Milan done. Brian Wyrick done. Garrett Dykus done. Tyrone Robinson done. Russ Ida done. Sergio Torres done. Joseph Tarajan done. Andrew Garcia done. Jacob Lacroix done.
And that's a
All
race,
drivers
guys.
are finished.
That's a race. We got Garrett Dykus taking the win, but he fell short of the TQ. So Lewis Chamberlain going to get round one TQ with a 14.514. And we had Brian, Sergio, Joseph, and Russ on a top 5. That's a race. Go ahead and bring them in. Shut them down.
The race is completed.
Please come out and marshal ASAP, please. So we got race 4, Expert Stock Buggy Heat 1 of 2 coming up. Go ahead, guys. Roll them out. Check them in.
Doug LaRiviere. Lil Schultz. Sammy the Killer. Luke Eunice. Stephen Godwin. Ian Crawford. Tito Gonzalez.
All right, I don't see Elton Martins here. No Elton Martins. Go ahead, guys. Straightaways closed. Straightaways closed. No more laps. We got all our marshals. We're missing one in the hill up here, guys. All right. Thanks, Mouth. All right, guys, here we go. It's going to be Sammy the Killer on the tone. Everybody else, wait for your name. Jonathan. Tito. Doug. Ian. Luke. And Steve. All right, so we got some heavy hitters in this first heat. We got local hometown hero Sammy the Killer. And we got Jonathan Schultz coming back after a long stint of retirement from racing. We got Tito Gonzalez from San Diego. He is our RC Speed Secret representative. Doug LaRiviere from up north. Ian Crawford from OCRC. We got Luke Unis from Tacoma RC Raceway. And we got Steven from Bakersfield from Rainman's Hobbies. All right, so we got one down, 4 to go. And right now we got Jonathan Schultz out front. He's got the hot lap, 20.5. So far in this race, he's on a 15.513. Sammy on a 15.514. The lead is 1/10. So Jonathan coming back to his hometown track, saying this is my track. Sammy, Dougie is 4.3 behind Sammy. Jonathan extending his lead a half a second now over the Killer. Ian Crawford holding on to 4. Ian is 4/10 behind Doug, so that's a battle for the 3 spot. Tito holding out on top 5. Steven, Luke, and no check-in from Elton. So we have 2 down, 3 to go. Jonathan Schultz, 14.514. Sammy on a 15.514. Sammy on a 15.514. So Sammy now coming through the line with the 20.3, takes over the lead by 3/10 over Jonathan. Jonathan was holding steadfast with the hot lap at a 20.5, but now that belongs to Sammy. Doug is 4.5 behind Jonathan. Ian, 2 behind Doug. And Luke is 7.5 behind Ian. That is your top 5. And we have Tito and Steven. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. So Sammy down the center straightaway. He is our race leader. Double, single for him as he sends it all the way into the corner, down the straightaway, through the start-finish line, and he comes to the line with a 20.4. His hot lap is a 20.3. Ian Crawford through the line with a 20.6, sitting 4th. He is only 7/10 behind Doug now. Sammy now with the 1 second on Jonathan. Doug comes to the line with a 20.8. That is his hot lap of the race. So we have 1:45 on the clock for Expert Stock Buggy Heat 1. Sammy on a TQ run, 15.512. Jonathan, 15.514. Doug on a 14.501. On a verge of a 15-lapper. He can make it. Ian Crawford, 14.503. Luke is on a 13.5 flat. Tito and Steve round out to 7:120 on the clock. Oh, Jonathan through the line with the 26-second lap. He drops to third. That's going to move Dougie to the 2 spot. And Dougie on a 15.521 now. So Dougie is 4.3 behind Sammy. Ian up to the 3 now. Jonathan to the 4. Luke holding on to the 5. Tito and Steven. 40 seconds on the clock. Sammy on a 15.515. Doug on a 15.521. Ian on a 14.5 flat. Jonathan 14.503. Luke on a 13.503. 20 seconds on the clock. Under 5, guys. Under 5. Do not stop till the computer calls you done.
Lil Schultz done. Sammy the Killer done. Tito Gonzalez done. Doug LaRiviere done. Ian Crawford done. Luke Eunice done. Stephen Godwin done. All drivers are finished.
That's a race. Sammy the Killer taking the win. Setting the time at a 15.515. Doug's going to finish second. Doug only 2.6 behind Sammy, so making up some good time. Ian, Jonathan, Luke, your top 5. That's a race. Bring them in, shut them down. Please come out to turn marshal. I'm going to need all of you guys out here. All right, race number 5, heat 2 of 2. You guys are up next. Go ahead, check them in, check them in.
Bryce Butterfield.
Hey, Matt, you going to race this, Matt? No? Okay.
Chris Nelson. Emma Ramirez. Jacob Mitchell. Dylan Cartier. Mike Kaz. Alex Angeles.
All right, guys, that's it. No more laps, no more laps. Go ahead and line them up. Line them up in the straightaway, please. No more laps. Straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. How's she feel, Chris? Good. Maybe we'll just sell you that car and not the other one. All right. So here we go. Time to beat Sammy the Killer of 15.515. I think anybody in this race can get that too. So here we go. Matt Olson's going to sit this one out. So it's going to be Bryce Butterfield on the tone. Here we go. Chris. Emma. Jacob. Alex. Dylan, and Mike. I don't know. I'm going to have to pick Emma for this one. I'm just going to say that. Emma's going to win.
All right, guys. When you hear that special tone, that means that they're in the lead. So right now, I believe this is Dylan Carter in the lead. First place, green car. Yeah, so he is in the lead. This is your leader.
One down, 4 to go. We got Dylan. Oh, Bryce bumping up to the top side as Bryce comes through the line.
New leader.
On a 15.519, chasing a 15.515. Dylan on a 14.5 flat, on the verge of a 15-lap run. And we have Alex on a 14.503. Jacob. Oh, Jacob coming to the line with a 26-second. He was 4, dropped him to 5th. That's Chris Nelson in the 4 now. Emma in the 6, Mike Kaz in the 7. We have 3:25 on the clock. Dylan back out on top on a 15.519. Bryce on a 15.520. The lead is 1/10. Alex 1.3 back. Chris Nelson 3 seconds back. And then Emma moving up to the top 5. 3:10 on the clock. So we got 16 drivers in expert stock buggy, so there will be a B main for sure. Dylan, 15.519, holding steadfast. Bryce Butterfield with the hot lap, 20.8. He is in the 2 spot, 4/10 of a second behind Dylan. Chris Nelson bumping up to 3 now. He's on a 14.519. Alex and Emma, your top 5. Jacob and Mike Paz. All right, 3 down, 2 to go. Bryce Butterfield taking over the lead on a 14.5 flat. He's got the hot lap with the 20.8. Dylan on a 14.501. Alex 14.520.
On
Chris
with
Nelson,
Bryce Butterfield.
13.502. Jacob up to the 5 spot now, 13.506. Emma and Mike Kaz. Matthew Olson did not make the start. We got 140 on the clock. Race number 6. Modified buggy, you guys are up next. All right, Frankie Contreras. Frankie, you going to make this one? All right, he's got to go through tech. Yeah. All right, we got 1 minute remaining for Dylan on a 14.5 flat. Bryce, 14.501, so they're battling back and forth. Dylan and Bryce. Jacob now moving his way up to the 3 spot on a 14.521. He is 15 seconds behind Bryce. Alex is 3/10 behind Jacob, so that's a battle for the 3 spot. Chris Nelson in the 5. Emma and Mike Kaz, 35 seconds on the clock.
On with Bryce, on with Bryce.
$15 seconds on the clock for race number 5. In the center, Jonathan, center triple right here.
Alex Angelis done. Mike Kaz done. Dylan Cartier done. Bryce Butterfield done. Emma Ramirez done. Chris Nelson done. Jacob Mitchell done. All drivers are finished.
That is a race. Bryce Butterfield at 15.522. Dylan, Jacob, Alex, and Emma, your top 5. Looks like Sammy the Killer going to set round 1 TQ with a 15.515.
The race is completed.
That is the race. All right, guys, go ahead and check them in. Check them in.
Jeff Guest. Carlos Ardando. Matthew Gonzalez. The Real David Bada. Ron Devil. Lee Setzer. Austin Cracknell. Frankie Contreras Jr. Frankie Contreras Jr. Mason Templeman.
All right, I just need to check in from Carlos. Check in from Carlos. Everybody else is checked in. All right. Gotcha.
Carlos Cortez.
All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Go ahead and line them up. Got our marshals out. Boom, boom. And we're good. All right, guys, here we go. It's going to be Carlos, Mason, Austin, Carlos Cortez. So it's going to be Arredondo first. Ron Duvall, Matty G, the Real Davey Bada, Lee Setzer, Frankie, and Pork Chop. So Arredondo on the tone. Mason, Austin, Carlos, Ron, Matty, Davey, Lee, Frankie, and Jeff.
On with Davey Bada, home track hero. Running modified.
All right, 1 down, 4 to go. We got the Real Davey Bada out front. He's got the hot lap with the 19.4. Matty G in the 2. Lee, Austin, and Carlos, your top 5. And we got Pork Chop, Mason, Frankie, Ronnie D, and Carlos Cortez. 3:40 on the clock. All right, we had a guy down. Are you all right? All right, 3:20 on the clock for race number 6, modified buggy. Race 7 coming up, Sportsman 4-wheel drive buggy, heat 1 of 2.
On with Matty G, green and black car, over the triple, double.
So right now, Davey Bada out front, 16.514. Only driver on a 16-lap pace. Matty G on a 15.505. Austin, 15.507. Mason, 15.518. Carlos on a 15.521. That's your top 5. Ronnie D, 14.504. Pork Chop, 14.510. Frankie and Carlos. Looks like Lee is out of this one. He only put 1 lap in, and his lap was a 19.8. That was a good lap, but bad luck for Lee. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Hot lap now by Mr. Arredondo with a 19.2. He's sitting fourth on a 15.5.16. Davey on a 16.5.15. Matty G 15.503. The lead is 3.5 seconds. Austin is 5.1 back, sitting third from Matty G. Then we got Carlos and Mason. Ronnie D making a move all the way up to the 5 now. So Ronnie D coming through the line with a 19.5, puts him in the 4 spot. Carlos down to the 5. Mason, Jeff, Frankie, and Carlos Cortez. 1:50 on the clock. All right, we have 4 down, 1 to go. Davey on a 15.501. So he had a bad lap. He's still out front, but he's got 3.1 now on Matthew. Matthew also with a bad lap. So Davey with a mistake. Matthew with a mistake. Ronnie D up to the 3 now. But Matthew's got 7 seconds on Ronnie D. Davey's got 3 on Matthew with 45 seconds remaining. Austin and Carlos, your top 5. Mason, Jeff, Frankie, and Carlos. Lee is out. 35 seconds on the clock. All right, 20 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds. All right, time has expired. Do not stop, so the computer calls you done.
Carlos Ardando done.
Caution in the 5-pack. Caution in the 5-pack.
Mason Templeman done. The Real David Botta done. Frankie Contreras Jr. done. Matthew Gonzalez done. Carlos Cortez done. Austin Cracknell done. Jeff Guest done. Ron Devil done.
And
all drivers
that's a
are
race.
Finished.
Davey Botta going to take the TQ for round 1 at a 15.501. Matty G going to finish second. Austin, Ronnie D, and Carlos Arredondo, your top 5.
The race is completed.
All right, guys, go ahead. Check them in. Check them in. I need my turn marshals back out, please. Marshals back out. So Davey Botta, Matty G, Austin, Ronnie D, Carlos,
Sergio
Mason,
Torres,
Frankie, and Lee. We have Jeff Guest and Carlos Cortez. You guys are excused.
Alex Lutkus, Robert Crusby, Ronnie Vasquez, Garrett Dykus, Brian Lacroix, Jacob Heatherly, Brian Wyrick, Jacob Heatherly, Crystal Romero.
All right, guys, no more laps. No more laps. All right, Rudy Rico. Rudy Rico, I put you in race number 9. I had to make a switch. So, Lewis, you are in race 10 now. Lewis Chamberlain, race 10. Rudy Rico, you are in race 9. All right, guys. Everybody take one lap, please. One lap. Through the line. Everybody through the line. One lap, please.
Jacob Heatherly. Brian Lacroix. Robert Crosby. Garrett Dicus. Crystal Romero. Ronnie Vasquez.
I smell somebody burning.
Alex Lutkus.
Someone's burning. All right, no Sergio. Oh, he's the one burning? All right, Brian Wyrick. Oh, Brian caught on fire? All right, no Sergio Torres. Sergio Torres, you're out. And no Mac. All right, guys, here we go. Hope this airs out a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is Heat 1, Sportsman 4-wheel drive buggy. Ronnie on the tone. Everybody else wait for your name. Garrett. Bobby. Jacob. Crystal. Brian. And Alex. Hey, Ronnie, after this race, can you open up that roll-up door so we can try and clear some of the smell out? Yeah, it's locked on the bottom, and then just roll it up. Okay, this is race 7, Sportsman 4-wheel drive buggy. Heat 1. So Sergio, Mac, and Brian are not going to make the start. Brian Wyrick with the burn-up. So 1 down, 4 to go. Garrett Dicus out front, 14.5.16. Bobby on a 14.5.22. Jacob on a 13.5.02. So Garrett's got 1 second on Bobby. Bobby's got 3/10 on Jacob. Jacob's got 2.5 on Brian. Brian's got 3.8 on Ronnie. Ronnie's got 10 on Alex. And Alex has less than 1 second on Crystal. So 1:30 down, 3:30 to go. Caution in the 5-pack. Caution in the 5-pack. It's clear. So 2 down, 3 to go. Garrett Dicus coming through the line with the 21 flat. That is the hot lap of this race. He's on a 14.505. Bobby, his hot lap, 21.1. He's on a 14.512. The lead is 2.5 seconds. Then we got Jacob, Ronnie, and Brian, your top 5, with Alex and Crystal. Brian Wyrick, Matt Geary, and Sergio Torres did not make the start. We have 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. So Garrett Dicus through the start-finish line, comes through the line with a 22.5. And Bobby Crosby through the line with a 21.1. The lead is 0.6 of a second. Garrett over Bobby now. So now we have a race at the end for the top spot on the leaderboard. So Garrett coming onto the straight. Bobby onto the 5-pack. Double single for him. Down the straightaway. Garrett through the line with a 21.1. Bobby with a 22.1. So the lead now 1.6. Jacob, Brian, Ronnie, Crystal, and Alex, 1:20 on the clock. All right, Jeff G, you need to check in for race number 8. Jeff G, check in for race number 8. All right, we got 45 seconds on the clock. Garrett Dykes with a half-second lead. 14.509 to a 14.510. Jacob, Brian, Ronnie, Crystal, and Alex. Oh, a mistake from Garrett. That might put Bobby to the top spot. And it does. Bobby through the line with a 21 flat. That is the new hot lap of this race. He's got 1.2 on Garrett with 20 seconds remaining. And they're coming down the center straightaway. So here comes Garrett through the line. Bobby through the line. Under 5, guys. Under 5. The lead is 7/10. Here they come on the triple. The backside chicane. Sweeping turn. Garrett Dykes in the front. Coming up through the 5-pack. Here comes Bobby Crosby. Oh, Bobby tagging the pipe, but he saves it.
Garrett Dykes done. Robert Crosby done.
And Robert
Ronnie
setting
Vasquez
a new
done.
hot lap on the last lap
Brian
with a 20.7. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Jacob
Open that door,
Heather
please.
done.
Yeah.
Alex
Ronnie?
Lucas done.
Yeah.
Crystal Romero done.
And that's a
All
race, guys.
drivers
That's
are
a race.
finished.
So we're going to open up the roll-up door, at least for a couple minutes, see if we can air it out. So Bobby Crosby, 20.7 on his last lap, sets the TQ at a 14.507. Garrett, 14.508. Jacob, Brian, Ronnie, your top 5. That's a race.
The race is completed.
Yeah, all the way, just air out for a couple minutes. A couple minutes.
Edgar Pasilis. Scott Manganello. Tyrone Robinson. Jonathan Ko. Edgar Pasilis. Jose Troncoso. Ted Fent. Reno Hill. Hai Tarajan. Larry Alexander.
All right, guys, go ahead. No more laps, no more laps. Go ahead and line them up. So no check-in from Jeff G. Make sure we have marshals everywhere. We're missing a marshal in the back. So let's go, guys. I need my marshals out here. We got Bobby out here. Garrett's out here. Jacob. There he is. Brian, where you at, Brian? All right, gotcha. No Ronnie. Crystal's out here. Yes. Alex. Yep. Brian Wyrick. Brian Wyrick, where you at, Brian? All right, right there. We're good. All right, guys, here we go. Time to beat is a 14.507 by Robert Crosby. Edgar on the tone. Jose. Big Ty. Jonathan. Larry. Ted. Reno. Mango. All right, this is race number 8. Sportsman, 4-wheel drive, 13.5 buggy, heat 2 of 2. Time to beat is a 14.507 by Bobby Crosby. Go ahead, Ted. You're good. All right, one down, 4 to go. Larry Alexander on a 14-5-17. Mango into 2. Jonathan, Ted Fent, Big Tie, your top 5. Edgar and Jose. So Jeff G did not make the start. High broke on his warm-up lap. And it looks like Reno is out. All right, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Larry Alexander, your race leader, 13-505. Jonathan Coe into 2, Mango into 3, Big Tie and Ted Fent, your top 5. Jose and Edgar round out to 7. All right, race 9, Ian Crawford and Tito Gonzalez need to check in.
Your leader is on camera, all blue car.
All right, 1:15 remaining. Jonathan Coe, your new race leader, 14-5-21 with 1:10 on the clock. He's got to drop that down by almost 15 seconds. And we got Larry, Mango, Jose, Ted, Big Tie, and Edgar. All right, guys, I am going to lay a light water in between rounds just to keep the track in its prime. So it'll be probably a 15-minute break in between the rounds. It'll be a very light water, so just to keep it where it needs to be, I can hold it with the misters, I think. 30 seconds on the clock, Jonathan Coe on a 14-5-19. He's on. 20 seconds left. Jonathan Coe, Larry Alexander, Mango, Jose, Big Tie, Ted Fent, and Edgar. Under 10. So right now, Jonathan Coe on a run. That's going to put him 4th overall. If he shaves off 1 second, he can get 3rd. Time expired. Do not stop till we call you done. Keep going, keep going.
Edgar Pasilis done.
Caution on the 5-pack. Caution on the 5-pack. Clear.
Scott Manganello done. Jose Troncoso done. Ted Fent done. Larry Alexander done. Jonathan Ko done.
Hey, Bobby.
Tyrone Robinson
Bobby,
done.
can you close that roll-up door now?
All
Thank you,
drivers
sir.
are finished.
All right, guys. That's a race. Jonathan Code's going to get the win. Larry Alexander, second. Mango, Jose, and Ted Fent, your top 5.
The race is completed.
All right, race 9, you guys are up. Go ahead and roll them out. All right, just a quick announcement, guys. Quick announcement. We are going to have a taco vendor. They will be sitting right outside the front doors of the shop. So if you guys are feeling hungry, we have a taco cart, taco vendor setting up outside. I will let you know when they are ready to go.
Sammy the Killer. Emma Ramirez. Bryce Butterfield. Rudy Rico. Ian Crawford.
All right, Tito, I'm not getting anything from you, Tito. Got to check your transponder. Hey, Davey, did you get that transponder for your car? It's right there on the board for your 4-wheel. It's on the back bench.
Tito Gonzalez.
All right, everybody's checked in. I need my marshals. Where's my marshals, guys? I know we're missing our marshals. Where you at? Jonathan is out there. Larry Alexander, there. Mango. Where you at, Scott? You guys got to come out. Jose, where you at, Jose? All right, Mango's out here. Good job. Ted Fent is there. Big Ty. Okay, Edgar, where you at, Edgar? Right here. High. Where you at, High? And Reno. High and Reno. Okay, just to the very back, Joseph, very back. Very back. I need Reno. Where you at, Reno? No, Reno. Reno's not in the house? No? Okay, I'm going to need one up here in the corner, right here, up in the top corner, guys. Okay, so it's going to be Emma on the tone. All right, here we go. On the tone, Emma. Ian. Doug. Bryce. Tito. Sammy. And the big dog. Oh, that's Rudy Rico.
Rudy coming back. Doug in the lead.
All right, we got 2 down, 3 to go. Dougie, your race leader on a 15.504. He's got 2.5 on Bryce Butterfield. Rudy Rico up to the 3. Emma, Tito, Sammy, and Ian. Hot lap is Doug with a 19.7. All right, so 2 minutes to go. Dougie on a 15.504. He's got 5.5 second lead over Bryce Butterfield. Rudy Rico's 2 seconds behind Bryce. Tito in the 4 spot. He's 5 seconds behind Rudy. Sammy up to the 5 now. He is 4/10 behind Tito. Emma Ramirez 1.3 behind Sammy, and Ian 9.5 behind Emma. We got 1:30 on the clock. Hot lap is a 19.7 by Doug. Bryce has a 20.2. Rudy with a 20.8. Sammy with a 20.3. Sammy up to the 4 now. Tito's got a 20.5. Emma with a 20.9. And Ian with a 20.1. All right, 1 minute remaining. We got Doug, Bryce, Rudy, Sammy, Emma, Tito, and Ian in that order. So the battle right now between Sammy and Emma and Tito for the 4th spot. Doug holding on to 7.5 second lead over Bryce Butterfield. Bryce has 3.8 on Rudy. Rudy's got 4 on Sammy. Matt Olson, you going to race this one? You got to go through tech. Hey, the tech guys, they're hardcore, dude. All right, you're all right. Hey, Matt's good. Matt's good. We're going to check him off. All right, I made an executive decision. Matt Olson, you are good. Time expired. Do not stop until the computer calls you done.
Emma Ramirez done. Bryce Butterfield done. Doug LaRiviere done. Sammy the Killer done.
So we're waiting on 2, Rudy and Tito.
Tito Gonzalez done.
Just waiting on Rookie. You guys are still racing, still racing. Do not leave your positions till race is done. Do not leave your positions till the race is done. We got 1 on the clock, guys.
Rudy Rico done. All drivers are finished.
And that's a race. Dougie's going to set the time at a 15.504. You had the hot lap 19.7. Rudy, Bryce, Sammy, and Tito, your top 5.
The race is completed.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them out. Roll them out. Rudy, you're going to do double duty up there. Camera and Marshall, okay?
Lewis Chamberlain, Jacob Mitchell, Alex Angeles, Luke Eunice, Stephen Godwin, Matthew Olson.
All right, Chris Nelson, you going to make this one? No? All right. No more laps, guys. No more laps. Go ahead and line them up. Line them up. No more laps. No more laps. All right, we're good on marshals. Good on marshals. All right. Time to beat is a 15.504 by Doug. So it's going to be Matthew on the tone. Jacob. Alex. Luke. Steve. And Lewis. All right, one down, 4 to go. We got Matthew Olson out front on a 15.518. He's chasing a 15.504. Comes to the line with a 20.7. Jacob Mitchell in the 2 on a 14.504. Steven, Luke, Lewis, and Alex. No check-in from Chris Nelson or Elton Martins. Oh, Steven Godwin with the hot lap, 20.7. And he's up to the 2. Jacob Mitchell jumps up to the lead now as Matthew comes to the line with a 24.7. He drops to 3. Luke in the 4, Lewis in the 5, Alex in the 6. Jacob, your race leader. Jacob just coming off a monster win at OCRC for the exact challenge. Making his way up to the expert classes now. So he's on a 14.501. Luke up to the 2 on a 14.507. Matthew 14.508. Steven on a 14.516. Lewis 14.516. And he moves up to the 4. Steven down to the 5. And then we have Alex on a 13.517. 2:40 on the clock. This is race 10. Race 11 coming up. So we started at 9:30. We got one more race. It's going to be done at 11. That's an hour and a half per round. Not too bad. 2 minutes remaining. Jacob Mitchell, 14.501. Luke on a 14.506. The lead is 2.5. Steven is 2 seconds behind Luke, sitting in 3rd. Matthew takes over that 3 spot. Matthew's 1.5 behind Luke. Steve is half a second behind Matthew, and 1.5 second back is Lewis. And Alex is 15 seconds back. 1:45 on the clock for race number 10. Race 11, final race of round 1. And then we're going to do a light water and then go right back in to qualifying once the track sets up. We'll go into round number 2. All right, 1 minute remaining. Luke, your race leader now, 14.505. Jacob on a 14.506. Steven, Lewis, Matthew Olson, and Alex, 45 seconds on the clock. All right, under 5, do not stop till the computer calls you done.
Jacob Mitchell done. Matthew Olson done. Alex Angelis done. Stephen Godwin done. Luke Eunice done.
We're just waiting on Lewis. Waiting on Lewis.
Lewis Chamberlain done.
And that's
all
a race.
Drivers are finished.
Jacob Mitchell going to take the win with a 14.503. Stephen, Luke, Matthew, Lewis, and Alex. That's a race.
The race is completed.
Looks like Doug's going to take round 1 TQ. An expert 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy.
Jeff Guest. Ron Devil. Carlos Ardando. Mason Templeman. Austin Cracknell. Frankie Contreras Jr. Carlos Cortez. Lee Setzer. Matthew Gonzalez. The real David Bada.
All right, guys, no more laps, no more laps. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. 10-car field for modified four-wheel drive buggy. All right, running order, Carlos Cortez, Ron Duvall, Austin Cracknell, Carlos Arredondo, Lee Setzer, Matty G, the real Davey Bada, Mason Templeman, Frankie, and Pork Chop. All right, got our marshals out here. I'm missing one in the back who is not out here. So, okay, so we only had Chris Nelson. You out here, Chris Nelson? Very back, Chris, all the way in the back. All right, so here we go. Carlos Cortez on the tone. Ron. Austin. Carlos. Lee. Matty. Davey. Mason. Frankie. And Jeff. All right, hey, Luke, they're asking you to sit down right there. They can't see that corner or right behind you. Well, obviously you won't sit down there. All right, 1 down, 4 to go. We got Davey out front now. Ronnie D out front. Lee Setzer, Matty G, and Davey Bada, they're all within a second of each other, under a second. Frankie, top 5. Austin, Jeff, Arredondo, Templeman, and Cortez, 3:45 on the clock. So right now we got Lee out front, 16.507. He's got the hot lap with the 18.8. Ronnie D, Matty G, the real Davey Bada, Austin, your top 5. Frankie, Porkchop, Arredondo, Templeman, and Cortez. And they're all moving around. Ronnie D, your race leader now. In less than 1.5 seconds, we have all of them for the lead now back out front. Davey to the 2, Matthew into 3, Austin, Ronnie D on a 22.9, drops to the 5. Arredondo, Contreras, Templeman, Guest, and Cortez. So Lee Setzer fastest on the track, 18.7. So his first lap was an 18.8, now 18.7. Davey with the 19.1. The lead is 1.9. Lee over Davey. Matthew and Davey having a battle, 0.3 of a second. It's Davey over Matthew. Davey only 1.4 behind Lee now. So Davey and Matthew creeping up on Lee. Ronnie D also in the mix, 0.2 behind Matty G is Ron Duvall. Austin, 2.8 behind Ron. Then we have Carlos, Frankie, Jeff, Mason, and Carlos Cortez. Davey through the line, or Matty through the line with a 19 flat, moves up to the 2. He's got 0.6 on Davey. Ronnie D moves up to the 3, Davey to the 4. So Davey through the line with a 22nd lap time. He's only half a second behind Ronnie D. We got 2 minutes on the clock. Lee Setzer, 1.5 over Matty G. Matty G's got 1.3 on Ronnie. Ronnie's got 1 on Davey. Davey's got 6 on Austin. That's your top 5. Then we have Frankie moving up to the 6. Carlos Arredondo, Mason Templeman, and Carlos Cortez. Jeff is out, 1:50 on the clock. So Davey now 10-2, and Lee Setzer with 5 seconds over Davey. Ronnie D half a second behind Davey. Matty G is 1.5 behind Ronnie. And then Austin 3.9 behind Matty G. We got 1:10 on the clock. Modified four-wheel drive buggy. Hot lap is Matty G with an 18.4. He's sitting in the 4th spot. 1 minute. Lee, Ron, the real Davey Bada, Matty G, Carlos Arredondo, your top 5. Austin, Frankie, Mason, and Carlos. Jeff is out. 50 seconds on the clock. So right now, closest battle is Davey and Ronnie D, 1/10 of a second. Oh, Davey coming to the line with the 3 bad laps in a row, drops to the 4. So Lee 6.5 over Ronnie D. Matty G is 0.4 back. Davey is 2.3 behind Matty. Carlos 6.7 behind Davey. That's your top 5. We have Frankie, Austin, and Mason. Carlos and Jeffrey both out of the race. 20 seconds on the clock. So Lee Setzer on a mission. Got a almost 8-second lead. Now 7-second lead. Matty G coming through the line. The 19.1. Matty G's got the hot lap, 18.4. And we have Ronnie D, the real Davey Bada, Frankie, Carlos, Austin, Mason, Carlos, and Jeff. Time expired. Do not stop till the computer calls you done.
Austin Cracknell done. Mason Templeman done. Lee Setzer done. Carlos Arredondo done. Ron Devil done. The real David Bada done. Frankie Contreras Jr. done.
Waiting
Matthew
on one,
Gonzalez
waiting on
done.
Matty G. Matty G, that's
All
it.
drivers are finished.
That's the race. Lee Setzer going to set the TQ for round 1 at a 16.509. Matty G, Ronnie D, the real Davey Bada, and Frankie popping up into the top 5. That's the race. All right, guys, we're going to lay some water down and then go into round number 2.
The race is completed.
Yeah, I'm going to lay a little bit of water right here, but I got to fix some results real quick. Okay.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. We're going to segregate the feeds for you. We'll segregate the feeds for a Q2, so tune right back in with us. Thank you very much.